There was, I don't know, I think around 300 registered last year. It will be at the Opera House this year. It is $30 per student. Haley will have the sign-up sheet as soon as church is over, so make sure that you get with her. It's $30 per person. If you want to sign up now and pay later, you can do that. What it does is that's church Friday night, Saturday night, and your T-shirt. And Sunday morning will be at your local church, but Saturday morning we'll be doing a service project. Ours is going to be here at the church. We're going to be cleaning up some stuff. We're going to be working for our church. I went to move some stuff today and couldn't even get into the youth room hardly. So we're going to make sure we get this junk cleaned up. There's a big old green metal storage box out back that says city of something on it. We can store stuff in that. That's a dumpster for those of you that didn't catch on. So make sure that you sign up for one weekend if you are interested in going. February 16th, 17th, and 18th. All right? Good deal? Good deal. Let's roll the announcement video. Oh, that was great. That was great.
Welcome back from your 2-minute break. If you would stand, come forward and worship with us.
This is the word of the Lord, your creator. I am the God who stood before the world was framed. I am the first, the last, and everything between. I hold your future, who could know these things but me? So don't fear, I will be your song. Sing, sing, oh barren land, water is coming to the thirsty. Though you are empty, I am the well. Draw from me, I will provide. This is the word of the Lord, your creator. I stand from age to age, the ancient of days. I am the Holy One, the fairest of 10,000. And all who call upon my name shall be saved. So don't fear, I will be your song. Sing, sing, oh barren land, water is coming to the thirsty. Though you are empty, I am the well. Draw from me, I will provide. Sing, sing, oh barren land, water is coming to the thirsty. Though you are empty, I am the well. Draw from me, I will provide. Draw from me, I will provide. 'Cause I'm a river in the desert, pouring my spirit on the broken, giving beauty for your ashes, joy for your sadness and mourning.
I'm a river in the desert, pouring my spirit on the broken, giving beauty for your ashes, joy for your sadness and your mourning. I'm a river in the desert, pouring my spirit on the broken, giving beauty for your ashes, joy for your sadness and your mourning. I'm a river in the desert, pouring my spirit on the broken, giving beauty for your ashes, joy for your sadness and your mourning. Sing, sing, oh barren land, water is coming to the thirsty. Though you are empty, I am the well. Draw from me, I will provide. Sing, sing, oh barren land, water is coming to the thirsty. Though you are empty, I am the well. Draw from I will provide. I don't want anything but you. You're more than
Ever wanted something real bad? Real bad. Did everything you could get to get that. I'll never forget, mine was a glove. We didn't have money. I had to borrow somebody's lawnmower to cut yards to get enough money to buy my glove. You know where that glove's at now? At my house. I still have that first glove I ever bought. Why? I bought it. When something means something to you and it costs you something, it means a whole lot to you. I've heard all my life people say salvation's free. That is not true. It will cost you. It may cost you some friends. It may cost you some popularity. But it is the best decision you'll ever make in your life. We sing every single Wednesday and Sundays, and a lot of times words just kind of, it is there. I can promise you what this world after right now is just the silver and gold. When Jesus becomes the most important thing in your life, when you become anchored to Him, that's a whole nother level. As you guys make your way back to your seats, band, thank you very, very much. Incredible job. I am starting a new series. And this series is going to hold up some truths that we can actually cling to. This world that we're in right now, sure things, certainties, whew, they're scarce. They're scarce. Ever had something that you just 100% believed in and then found out that that wasn't real? Wrestling. I've told y'all this, but I will never ever forget the look on Walker's face when he finally found out. We're still wrestling fans. But we went in person. We got there real early and watched them all arriving, and we seen the good guys get out of the same car with the bad guys. And Walker's like, huh? Wait a minute. We're in a world where we're trying to find out what's real and what we can cling to. Maybe your life's good. Mine stays in turmoil. Maybe it's just chaos. Thank you to Elijah and Ashley came late, but to Michael Stone, Elwood Stone, and PJ and Jimmy Green for helping move the White family, loading the furniture truck. But I thought we were loading all that stuff. And I said, man, if I had to move all this, I believe I'd just sell my kids with the house and all their stuff. He said I tried, but they wouldn't give me enough money. And then after about an hour, y'all know he's a humongous Dallas Cowboy fan. Any Dallas Cowboy fans in here? Thank you. Anyway, I made the statement to him. I was like, man, I feel like I want to be a Cowboys fan where I can just go home and watch football from the recliner because they ain't in the playoffs no more. Anyway, I thought about all the chaos of having to move. And then he was talking about what he's been doing for the last month, of how stuff sneaks up on us. We're in a life full of this. I am going to hurt everybody in here's feelings under the age of 30. You think your life is chaotic now. Wait till you grow up and got to pay your own bills. Wait till you grow up and you say, okay, this is what's coming in, this is what's got to go out. This number is a lot larger than this number. I know y'all got a different kind of math now, but the math then just says this ain't going to work. You got 50 coming in and 75 going out. Then, oh, God forbid y'all have kids. Y'all, I'll be honest right now, I could have bought a Ferrari for what we spent in DoorDash last year. That's just being for real. And that probably ain't far from the truth. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's money, it's chaos, everything. We're in a world where everything is uncertain. You don't believe it? Let y'all's Wi-Fi go down. Some of y'all go into DTs, start getting a tick. Mama, the Wi-Fi ain't working. Y'all seen the TikTok of the guy who keeps changing the password and the Karen that lives next door gets mad? Have y'all seen that? Where she beating on his door, can you tell me why you changed our Wi-Fi? You ain't sent a check over here yet. You know, we live in a world where if things are whoa, it messes up a little, we don't know what to do. The devil tracks where you are too. And see, here's where we are. We lived in a confused world, period. End of discussion. You can debate with me all you want to, but you're going to sound real dumb. We live in a world where people don't know if they're a human or a cat. Am I a boy or am I a girl? We got people argue everything. We live in confusion. Who's the author of confusion? The devil. So here's what happens. We've got all this confusion and we're like, I don't even know what to hold on to anymore. That's what this series is about. What are you anchored to? There's an old saying that used to be, what is your true north? The one thing you always go back to. Our existence should be grounded. There's two big words that we're going to use tonight. In an unconditional and a transformational love of God. Those are two different things. I'll break it down for some of y'all. Some of y'all guys are like, man, I didn't even know what love is. Jenny, I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is. I just watched Forrest Gump the other day on TV. I was just watching it. You know, I don't even know what love is, much less you're going to throw unconditional and transformational. What's that? Our passage for this week is going to focus on the unconditional love of God. The cross is one of the most in-your-face, powerful, and vivid historical expressions of a divine love. We don't understand it. We don't understand it. If you think your human brain can wrap your mind around a cross, you have not had kids. I've told y'all this before. John 3:16, everybody think is the salvation verse. It don't mean that for me. I've told y'all this. It showed me the love of a father. I believe with my heart, if someone were to walk in here and say, one person in here's got to die, take me. I'm telling you, I believe that with all of my heart. Take me. I'm worth more dead than alive anyway. My wife's got an insurance policy. You know, see what I'm saying? I know where I'm going. Take me. Let everybody else go. But, now if they say I'm going to kill either Walker or Haley, y'all better kiss y'all's butt goodbye because one of y'all going to die. But I ain't killing my babies. Them's mine. So I can't understand a supreme, sovereign, perfect deity that knows where you are right now in our filth and our sin, that he already knew what these people were going to do to his son, to say, I'm going to send him so he can die so that you can live. I can't wrap my head around that. Maybe you can. Good for you, you deep theologian, you, but I can't. That is something that just blows my mind. And any time that the New Testament speaks of the love of God, it comes through the cross. This is a great example of the passage today. It represents one example among many in the Bible, but the Apostle Paul, we're going from Romans. But the Apostle Paul sees the cross as a historical proof of God's unconditional love. But before we get to Romans 5, I want to read this to you. John 15:13. Because this is going to tap into some of this too. Greater love has no one than this. Grab a hold of that. Greater love has no one than this, than to lay down their life for his friends. Ouch. No greater love. No greater love. This is a statement of some of the most sacrificial love that Jesus poured out for us. Jesus just didn't die for his friends. He died for his enemies. Could we? I ain't gonna lie. I'd be struggling with that one. I'd struggle with that one. Romans chapter 5, verse 8. But God demonstrates his own love toward us in that while we were still sinners, he died for us. This sacrificial love of God in Christ is unconditional. It wasn't based on how good you were. Don't raise your hand. Don't call yourself out. But ever use this statement? If you love me, man, some of y'all better quit smiling. You just told on yourself. If you love me, you would do this or you would do that. Yes, my daughter just used this today. I'm in my youth pastor meeting this morning. Now, you called yourself out. Don't you say, what you call me out for? She calls me and she says, what you doing? I'm at the youth pastor meeting. If you love me, you would get me sausage and gravy biscuits from Ginyard Diner. To which the response could be, if you love me, you wouldn't ask me to leave this meeting to go get you sausage, gravy, and biscuits. So which one? See, and while that was a joke, I hope it was a joke, you still love me, right? Anyway, here's the deal. And I know sometimes we get, but there's a lot of times we're that way. Our love is based off of conditions. True? Y'all don't have to shake your head, yes. I see your life. I can answer for you. Some of y'all best friends with somebody, can't stand them in 2 weeks because of some little thing they did. That in 2 years, you're not going to remember what it was anyway. And so, God loving us at our darkest, ugliest part of our life, even before we knew. This is when God chose to reveal his love to us. This is when he died for us while we were still sinners. He didn't wait until you had everything right. This is an excuse you get from people about going to church. Well, I can't go to church right yet. You just don't, I'm a pretty bad person. Well, then you need to be at church. We can do nothing to prevent God from loving us. There's not a thing you can do. I've always said this. There is nothing you've ever done that makes God love you any less, and there's nothing you'll ever do that's going to make him love you any more. That love is not earned. That love is given. It's given with no conditions. No conditions. His love for us is greater than any contempt that we've ever shown from somebody. Who would be honest and say, you know what, I've already thought of an enemy since you've been sitting in here, or somebody that I struggle loving? See, there's a few honest people. Yeah, don't say if it's your mom or daddy. Don't say that. But we struggle. There's always that one person just kind of, ugh. Correct? And so that's our human nature. But Martin Luther King Jr., this is what he said. Love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend. We never get rid of an enemy by meeting hate with hate. We get rid of an enemy by getting rid of our hatred. By its very nature, hate destroys and tears down. But its very nature, love, creates and builds up. Love transforms with redemptive power. This is exactly the love of Christ in your life. God's unconditional love transforms his enemies into friends. You ever had somebody, especially in your transition to the way you do now, from elementary school to middle school to high school to college to adulthood, somebody that you had nothing to do with, but you've been in the same grade since kindergarten. Now all of a sudden you're in high school and you look and you're like, they're actually pretty cool. Talk to them for the first time. Man, why didn't we become friends in first grade? Now, I'm not being ugly. This is just facts. To watch females from middle school to high school, that is a case study just all of its own. To watch, trying to make a room list. Can't put this one with that one because she don't like her. I thought they were friends. That was last week, Daddy. Oh. And while I'd love to say it's just girls, cohabitation is tough. But have you ever done that? Something you just, or somebody you just didn't have a whole lot to do with, that as you get a little bit older, you find out, man, known each other all our life, and now all of a sudden we're friends. Knowing God's unconditional and transformational love, we are called to become like. This involves loving others the way that he has loved us. This means if you are a Christian, we're to be showing that love to everyone. I'm not saying anything to y'all that I don't struggle with myself. I do. But see, Christians showing unconditional love, godly to the godly and the ungodly, the righteous and the wicked, beautiful and the ugly, the lovable and the seemingly unlovable. We're to be so full of love that it just comes out. It's the first reaction. When you anchor yourself into my mic is shorting out, ain't it? You have to ground your love into existence. I'm telling you right now, if you do not pray and read your Bible today, you're going to struggle. You will struggle. Because in yourself, you can't do that. There's always going to be that person. We can't do that. And this is going to make some in here happy. Beauty and the Beast. Oh, first time y'all. The cursed prince and the beast is transformed by what? The love of Baal. When did Baal fall in love with the beast? Do what? When it was a beast. Nasty. Did he smell? I would think yes. Watch this clip. Oh. Haley, you happy? She is. Here's the deal. Ever gone into a relationship? I'm not talking about boyfriend, girlfriend. I'm talking about even just friends. Gone into a relationship with a preconceived idea. For the most part, because we judge people before we even go there anyway. Ooh, I'm not talking to them. Look at the way they look. Every school has that table in the lunchroom. Y'all, I'm telling you, I'm going to have to start preaching with a GoPro. As soon as I said that, y'all were like, so everybody in here pretty much knows what I'm talking about, right? There's that table in the lunchroom that a lot of people are trying to get to that table, right? You may be at that table, the popular table. You look at a table in any lunchroom, you can see the athletes are usually at one. The band people are usually at one. The Star Wars people are usually at one. The smart people are sitting at one. Then there's always the outcast table. The troublemaker table. Some of y'all sit, but probably tell me I'm not actually. So I tell you what. So here, the popular table. When we